Good evening, everyone. Kalla here. Welcome to my live stream. Glad you could make it today. So, we need to go and do the next part of Twisted Wonderland's Playful Land event. But first, I want to pull for that SR Leona. Before I forget. Since I do now have a 10 key, thank you, Trey, for having your birthday. Hello Thomas, hello Nick. Let's see what I get, eh?
Yami no kagami ni michibikare shi mono yo.
Oh! Hooray! Literally the first one.
ここが噂の遊園地か。それじゃ、お前らは勝手に楽しんでこい。日が暮れたら休憩所に集合だ。
Two Leonas! Three Leonas? Three Leonas! Well, I'm gonna call that a success. I saw one of the JP Nightmare Before Christmas Groovies. Just one of them. Is it... I can't remember if it was Jade or Floyd, because I wasn't paying attention to who was in that event. Alright. Jade. I probably should have guessed it was Jade, given that Floyd got to play with Stitch, I guess. That makes sense that Jade gets to go play with the mayor in his car. Alright, anyway, actually into the event. Last time, a bunch of our dear friends who are a little brain cell deprived got conned into going to an illusionary amusement park on a school day. And then we also had various people who went along to try and convince them either not to do it or to chaperone them and make sure they didn't mess up. So anyway, a bunch of our dear boys are probably trapped on an amusement park that is actually a boat. I believe that about covers what we dealt with, right? The biggest windowless white van you can have, indeed. What's taking you guys so long? I'm gonna leave you all in my dust. Wait up, Grim. Ah, why does he pick now of all times to be quick on his feet? Kalla, come on. Grim's gonna leave us behind if we don't hurry. Playful Land, the illusionary amusement park. I can't wait to see what's in store. Whoa! Dang! Find him at the food court. So this is Playful Land. Wow, I see more rides than I can count. We've barely walked past the entrance. So what number can you count up to, Ace? Just... what number can you count up to? I've never seen a theme park this big or fancy. Roller coasters, Ferris wheels, carousels? What's that round black building there? Beats me, which is great. There's only so much here I don't know. Sorry, there's so much here I don't know. There's no way I'm gonna get bored. For sure, and it's all adorbs. Everything looks hyper campable. This theme park is fire. We gotta get Kater a nice Magicam wall. Kater, quit taking pictures of the buildings and get some pics of me striking cool poses in the center of the plaza. Huh? What's the deal with these fox and cat statues? They're right in the middle of the plaza. I'm standing in front of them and they're still drawing more attention than me. Ah, let me introduce you to the friendly fox and the gentle cat. They're Playful Land's mascots. And who are they supposed to be exactly? You're joking! You've really never heard of either of them? Of course he hasn't. Though that definitely tracks for him. Is it the same for you, Kalla? Well... Technically, I know exactly who they are. They're not those things exactly. No, it doesn't ring any bells. They're a pair that appear in old tales so famous. Every child in all of Twisted Wonderland knows it. It's called Wish Upon a Star. The rest of you are already familiar, I trust. We already did Wishing on Stars, right? Absolutely. Long ago, there was an old toy maker who doted on a wooden puppet he built. He wished upon a star that shone oh so brightly in the sky. I wish that my little puppet might become a real boy. And what happened next? Why, the wooden puppet began moving without any strings. His wish granted, the old man rejoiced, for now he had a beloved son, and they both lived happily ever after. Well, where does the fox and the cat come into it, Ace? Who doesn't love a happy ending? That story never gets old. I had an illustrated version of it read to me all the time when I was a kid. The adventures they went on were so exciting, it was my favourite. Amazing how you can be so aware of this story and yet still come here. But obviously the Twisted Wonderland version is a little different. I heard it a bunch growing up too. That's a classic bedtime story when you're a kid, huh? Definitely. It's so big, even Night Raven holds a yearly star sending ceremony based on it. Yeah, star sending. Can we go do that instead? Alright. That tedious thing where the designated stargazers collect wishing stars. Nobody even cares about it. Can't they just call it quits with the whole thing? How rude, Floyd. That was a great event. I liked that. It was cute. You think so? Personally, I think it's absolutely wonderful that you can see the wishes inside everyone's hearts. Not enjoying the quotation marks around wishes there, Jade. Yeah, Juice did his best. He really did. The way the story goes, the wooden puppet didn't simply move without strings. In the end, he became a real boy. After his grand adventures, he completed his star-given mission and a miracle happened.
I had to complete a mission? That sounds like it must have been tough.
For some people, it might have been. To become a real boy, the wooden puppet was told that he must learn to choose between right and wrong.
Choosing between right and wrong? That's easy. Fun stuff is right, and stuff that ain't fun is wrong.
I don't think that's the right answer, Grim. That wouldn't pass the Bright Star's standards. When the wooden puppet asked how he would know the difference, the star said, "Your conscience will tell you."
Conscience? What's that supposed to mean?
What, the word, or? No. Oh no! Who knows? Says this giant group of villains. Oh, no.
None of you know.
A conscience is a hard thing to describe in a few words. Anyway, long story short. Wish Upon a Star is a tale designed to instill morals in misbehaving children like you, Grim.
Yeah?
The friendly fox and the gentle cat played a role in the moral of the story. Yeah, no shit. No shit did they play a role in the moral of the story. The friendly fox is someone the puppet encountered and befriended during his adventures. He cared a great deal about the puppet. He put in tons of work to make the puppet a star, and he did everything he could to help the puppet recover when he was in bad shape.
Okay. Now, fox I kinda get. How's about the cat?
The gentle cat was the friendly fox's partner. He had a mild demeanour and a smile that never left his face. He and the friendly fox assisted the puppet in his adventures. Wish Upon a Star has many unique characters, but the friendly fox and gentle cat are particularly popular supporting characters that gave the puppet advice. I often get featured in stage adaptations aimed at children. Of course, our scholars would know their stuff. Wish Upon a Star is actually what Playful Land is themed around. Many of our rides are designed to emulate the puppet's various and sundry adventures. During those adventures, the friendly fox realized the wooden puppet was beset with a terrible malady. Its symptoms? It seemed as though his mouth wasn't working quite right, Also, he'd see red spots when he opened his eyes. And his heart pounded as hard as someone pounding on a door, and so rapidly it made him dizzy. In the story, the fox's cure for this malady was inviting the puppet to an amusement park, as I'm sure you'll recall. It was an incredibly carefree environment where the puppet could relax and enjoy himself. He even made a friend. And after a day of fun, the wooden puppet got all better and left the park. Yes, simply by spending time in an amusement park, his physical symptoms faded like they were never there. If people's illnesses were cured just by spending some time in the park, it must have been a magical place indeed. Which brings us to Playful Land. The creator wanted a park as fun as the one the friendly fox took the puppet to. That vision is what drove every decision, and thus the friendly fox and gentle cat came to be the park's mascots. For such a secretive place, it sounds like it's got some real upstanding ideals. Well, this is all information I learned secondhand from the proprietor, or I had explained in better detail. Though personally, I imagine us being a fox and cat beast fan had a little something to do with our employment. Thinking about it like that makes it impossible not to feel a certain kinship with these statues. We lovingly polish them to a sparkle every day. That sounds like a lot of work. Actually, I was going to say that sounds like a lot of work, but we've established that that Ernesto can do prestidigitation anyway, so... The wooden puppet went on tons of different adventures, right? What kinds of attractions do you have here in the park? You'll just have to see for yourself. Why spoil the surprise? Here, have some maps. You'll need them with how big the park is. And suggest you pick out where you want to go and plot your route carefully. You wouldn't want to get lost. So, where to first? This place is seriously ginormous. There's no way we can cover everything here in one day. I remembered to do all the lessons needed? Yes, I did! Assuming that the missions for it were the right number of lessons, yes. I want to go to the game area first and do some target practice. You know, at one of those places where you try to take out as many targets as you can? The shooting range. If it's hard yet rewarding, it could pique my brother's interest in coming here. Amusement parks are all about the thrills. Roller coasters are always a safe bet. Wheel Escape looks pretty rad, not to mention it's a really long ride. Yeah, I had noticed that from the overview. That is a long coaster. Roller coasters are cool and all, but I'd like to start with the seafloor stroll area myself. These little photos on the map make it look like everyone's really walking underwater. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? I've never heard of an attraction like that at any of the amusement parks I've been to. It's got me curious.
I want to start with some food.
Of course you do, Grim. I mean, Grim, there's no way Grim can go on the roller coaster, right? He's definitely... Actually, I'm sure there's a lot of rides that Grim can't go on because he's way too short. For safety purposes. Wait, that assumes that the people who created this park are worried about the safety considerations. You're nothing if not true to your brand, aren't you, Grimmy?
Yep. I ain't even had breakfast today. I want some food in my stomach before I start with the fun and games.
Interesting. It seems each of you has your own form of entertainment in mind. Callum's never been to Octavinelle. Well, maybe he doesn't count Octavinelle as being the same, right? He did specifically say none of the amusement parks he'd been to had anything like that. Perhaps further discussion is in order to come to a consensus. Ernesto, dude, this group is not going to come to a consensus. Let them split up into their own groups.
Okay, in that case, split.
Yep. The consensus that has been reached is that we're splitting the party. Split up? What? You're actually splitting up? That's quite an odd choice. Makes it sound like this choice is not good for him. Doing everything as a big group sounds like a one-way trip to Boresville. We came here to have fun. Where's the fun in passing up on what you want to do and just following the herd? Isn't that your logic? Goodness, you students are more casual about this than I was expecting. But if everyone goes off on their own, that defeats the purpose of having us as your chaperones. True. If we gave these over-eager spudlings complete freedom, who knows what manner of mischief they'd get into. Fine. I guess we better split up too, so we can babysit them. Alright, that settles the groups. Our group will head to the game area first. That's a very blue group. We'll start by hitting up the roller coasters. That group is mostly red. And then there's also Lilia. We'll visit the seafloor stroll and other stuff around it. Ooh, I'm getting excited. This is a very yellow group. Look at you getting all giddy. You're supposed to be a house warden too, but you don't got a care in the world, huh? At least you two know better. Keep these herbivores out of trouble. You can count on me, of course. Oh, I'm so excited. Whee! I'm not sure I can count on you for anything. Where did you get all this energy? R.I.P. Leona and Jack. Ooh. Looking forward to it. Well, to be fair, we are at Playful Land. We can have fun while still keeping an eye on the others and making sure they don't cut too loose. Say, I haven't heard your plans yet, Kalla. What will you be doing? I do, in fact, have a hungry monster here. I've got a hungry monster here ready to go on a rampage.
Yeah, that I do. I had breakfast. I'm so hungry I could pass out at any moment.
Yeah. Right? I was thinking there were far too many chaperones in one of those groups. Actually, does Kato actually count as a chaperone? Yes, you say, okay. All the third years are chaperones. Got it. Will you two be going off on your own?
I get it. You're worried about Kalla, right? Don't worry, I'll keep a close eye out.
Yes. Yes, we are also a chaperone. Yeah, don't worry, Bill. I'll keep this one under control.
We want to get in lots of fun and games too. We'll meet up with whoever's in the area once we've had our fill.
The more the merrier. You're welcome to join us if you wanted. I'll be making the rounds in the park. If I happen to run into any of you, I'd be happy to show you around. If he happens to run into any of us. Yeah, as if he's... as if he's taking his eyes off of us at all. He really wanted us all in one group so he could keep an eye on us at all times, but... Do I want to go on a park date with Jack? Yes. Oh dear! I almost forgot the most important thing of all. The show we discussed is at 1 PM at the stage on the north side of this plaza. You won't be late, I hope.
For sure. I'm gonna light the stage up and put on the best performance this park has ever seen. Then I'll be a mega popular star.
Oh yes, I can't wait to see it. For now, everyone, enjoy everything this illusionary amusement park has to offer. Alright. Ace, Kato, Trey, and Lilia. You know, I was talking about the groups as being kind of color coordinated, but what they really are is dorm coordinated, right? There's no dorms that are split across two groups. So, are you guys cool with hitting up the roller coasters? No, so you guys are cool with hitting up the roller coasters first, right? I was hoping to get a ride on a suitably thrilling one myself. Huge, same. Your top pick was Whale Escape, right? It looks like that's the biggest roller coaster in the park. We definitely got to make sure to ride the main attraction. I'll go wherever you guys want to go. They all look like a blast. It looks like the coasters are at the edge of the park according to the map. We're in Gentle Plaza right now in the center. Boy, that's a walk. Are you young scholars about to make your way to the roller coasters, perchance? Christmas group? You mean because they're red and green? If you are, I'd suggest taking a carriage ride. Ooh. A carriage? Oh yes, there should be one coming back to the plaza soon. Ah, here it is now. This carriage is the most convenient means of transportation within the park proper. Oh no! Sad donkeys! They are far too small to be pulling a carriage that big. Yeah, crying donkeys. Whoa, there's no engine or anything. It's drawn by real-life horses. Ace. Ace. Those are far too small to be horses. Come on, Ace. Horses have to be a particular height. The horses this small? I feel like the ones in the school stable are taller. Yeah, see, Trey's got the right idea. Yeah, the ones at school are definitely bigger. These are some cute little guys. No, don't tell me it's to check us. That's just too sad. This is a replica of a carriage the friendly fox helped the wooden puppet ride. Then those aren't horses at all. Draft animals, that is, animals intended to pull wagons, vary across different times and places. That's right! We try to recreate Wish Upon a Star as faithfully as we can here, including the part where the wooden puppet shared a carriage ride to the park with a merry band. Oh, how excited he must have been! I'm sure all of you will experience that same anticipation as you make your way to Whale Escape. Sounds good to me, not to mention convenient. Let's hop aboard. Ah, it seems you're its only passengers. Would you mind if we joined you? I could show you more of Playful Land's sights on the ride over. Oh, what a coincidence that they are the only riders for this carriage. I do not think we will be encountering any other patrons in this park. Any other human patrons in this park. Go for it. Welcome aboard. There's a lot of visitors for a weekday. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. There are other patrons in the park. I was wrong. Man, I just wanted it to be suspiciously empty. Playful Land seems lively indeed. It certainly is, and we have everyone from Sage's Island and the surrounding areas to thank. They say the wooden puppet's hometown was a bustling place filled with children's voices. And I would hope the children as well. So of course we'd like this park to be the same way! I see food and merch stands everywhere, not to mention stalls handing out balloons. It's fun just looking at it all. Oh guys, check out that cart there! It's got a puppet running it, like the gate at the entrance. Puppet's movements are practically human. Oh, I wonder why that is, Ace. I wonder why that is. Pinocchio is a horror movie. Yes, yes. The puppets are invaluable Playful Land staff indeed. Ah, and here we have... Excuse me, you there. Pick 4, please. Huh? You're leaning out of the carriage now? What are you getting? Here you are, a gift for each of you. Is it popcorn? Is it candy floss? Oh, yeah, of course. The foxtail thing was literally in the title of the of the chapter. What's this? A foxtail? Just so. It's an accessory themed around the friendly fox. You can hang it from your waist or wrap it around your neck. I hope having matching accessories will enhance your time at the park. The tail's orange with a white tip. It's soft and pretty big. Oh, this is nice. Having matching items totally ups our group cohesion for better camability. Thanks a ton, Mr. Falworth. Please, no need to be so formal. Just call me Ernesto. We're easy, alright? I'll take one of those as well. Give it a quick wrap around my neck and there. How's this? Aren't I cute? Yep, always, Lilia. Why, you look amazing, cute and gorgeous at the same time. Boy, do I know how to pick 'em. I'll use mine as a cell phone strap. It'll make using my phone all the more impactful. Kater? This thing is big enough to wrap around someone's neck. That's a truly ridiculous size for a phone strap. Sure will. I think I'll wrap mine around my wrist. That should show it off nicely since I'm always moving my hands. Once again, that feels like a terrible place to put a foxtail that's large enough to wrap around a neck. As for me... You should put yours here, AC. Oh, my belt. Yep, that way you can look like you got a bona fide tail. Whoa, yeah, it's like I really have one. Feel like it makes me the odd guy out though. Nah, it's cool. Why worry about being the odd guy out when you're here to have fun? Besides, it's adorbs. No, I've been outcuted. Alas and alack. Okay, now you're both teasing me. I'm sure it's friendly on their parts. Sorry, that indignant look you get on your face is just too funny. I'll take a real good shot of you. Come on, we're cool, right? I believe we should be coming up on Whale Escape now. Playful and catch the star. Hey look, there's a sign that says Ferris wheel and a sign that says this way. But we're not going to the Ferris wheel, we're going to the roller coaster. Oh man, that roller coaster over there is even bigger up close. This is gonna rock. I know it's kind of late to ask, but Trey, you are cool with thrill rides, right? Sure. I've been on my fair share of them on family park trips. I'm glad you're all being good sports about this. Hmm? Oh hey, I'm getting a Musicom DM from Kalla and Grim. They're heading over to meet up with us and they want to join us for the ride. Oh, nice! Guess we can wait for Kalla and Grimmy here then. There's gotta be something we could do to pass the time though. Oh, I know! Why don't we ride the Ferris wheel? It is right here and all. It is. I don't normally go on those. There's no line right now, so it works out perfectly. No line, huh? Sus. Excellent idea. I do enjoy Ferris wheels. The views they give you from the top are incredible. It looks like the gondolas fit up to 6. What do you say, Ernesto, Gino? Care to join us? Are you sure we wouldn't be intruding? Of course I am. Why, this is a perfect chance for us to get to know you better. Then I suppose we could join you. Are you okay with that, Gino? Great, let's go! Hello, Brayden. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy your time on Catch the Star, the ride that takes you up so high you could pluck one of those twinkling lights right out of the sky. 21 chapters in total. Thanks, Thomas. Oh, it's moving. Ooh, that is incredibly high for a Ferris wheel! Dude, this view's amazing! I can see out over the ocean from my seat. What a way to remind me this is all on a ship. Let me see. Oh, you're right. The sun reflecting off the water is dazzling at this time of morning. Come to think of it, wasn't there a part in Wish Upon a Star about a voyage at sea? 320 feet tall. Yeah, that is a ridiculous size for a Ferris wheel. Yeah, there was. The hero embarked on a whole adventure and even went into a whale's stomach to find the old toy maker. The puppet goes to rescue him when he's stuck inside the whale with no food, right? Yeah, that's it. When I first heard the story as a kid, I remember wondering, wouldn't he end up getting digested way before he had to worry about starving? For whatever reason, I never could suspend my disbelief that far. You got caught up on biology not making sense in a fairy tale? Guess you've always been the pragmatic type. Children pick the oddest details to fixate on. Hey, AC, wanna swap seats with me? I'm sure the ocean's gorgeous, but my side's got a great view of Playful Land. You're cool with swapping? Totally! Gotta be nice to the cute little freshies, you know? Kater just wants some pictures from the other angle. Thanks. Wow, you weren't kidding. You could see the whole park from here. Yeah, I suppose... Yeah, that Ferris wheel is kind of ridiculously huge. Well, actually, I mean, I don't know how tall the coaster is. I don't know what kind of coaster it is. Then I would know how tall it is. Seeing it from above really drives home how huge this place is. Might even be as big as the Night Raven College campus. Yeah, it's also a really weird shape for a boat. Like, which one's the front? Which way does it go? I expected it to be kind of a long, skinny thing. Come on, that's exaggerating. No way it's actually that big. Considering all the attractions it packs in, I can see how it would appear to go on forever. Okay, so that's Gentle Plaza in the center. What's that big rooftop over to the left? Well, that's going to be the stage, right? Oh, that's the theatre where the shows are held. I was right. Dang! If it looks this big from all the way up here, it must be ginormous on the ground. It certainly is. It's a place where stars are born, so it has to be suitably grand. And up past that? Huh? Is it because the gondola's gotten lower? I can't see the port past the wall at all. On the one hand, sight lines. You do kind of want to not see the outside from inside the amusement park. But on the other hand, uh-oh! It struck me at the entrance too, but the walls surrounding the park are really high, huh? They are, yes. Playful Land is a giant ship in the water. So, as you might imagine, it goes through its fair share of storms. Hello, Card Gaming. How you doing? The walls are made extra high to safeguard the park from giant waves. And also so you can't tell that the boat has left the port. The phrase travelling park makes it sound pretty convenient, but I guess maintaining it can't be all that easy. Just so, which is why it's a point of pride for us that this park is one of a kind. Ah, we're circling back to the ground now. Everyone, get ready to disembark. It looks like Monstro is throwing up the water. You know, that Ferris wheel was a lot more fun than I'd expected. Let's see if Kalla and Grim have an ETA.
Hey, over here!
Oh hey, you're here already. We're snacked up and good to go.
We only just got here. I'm ready to ride.
Look at all those people waiting to ride the roller coaster. Let's add ourselves to the queue, shall we? Oh, what brave souls you are! You're the spitting image of the fairy tale hero, with how boldly you're facing Playful Land's whale escape. It looks thrilling. Love a good roller coaster, mate. I suppose it would be. Aside from the ride's scare factor, its main distinction is how long it goes for. It's based on the scene where the wooden puppet challenges the Whale King. I knew that's who the giant whale on the track was meant to be. And that's the part we were talking about on the Ferris wheel, wasn't it? When the old toy maker got stuck inside the whale's belly. That's right, the Whale King was so massive, people thought it was a monster. And, as the tale has it, it could swallow anything in the ocean. This roller coaster takes you through every twist and turn of the wooden puppet and the old toy maker's daring escape.
How did they get out anyway?
Tickled it, right? In the story, the whale coughed him up.
Huh? It sounds like that Whale King was nothing but a big old softy. Now me, I'd never cough something I swallowed back up. No amount of pleading could make me.
Yeah. Understandable, Grim. I imagine there's no escape for anything once it goes down your gullet. Made it sneeze. Yeah, that was it. With smoke. I was thinking of, for some reason I imagined them tickling, what's it called? The hangy thing in the back of the throat, but then again, I guess whales don't have that. And I guess I'm thinking of another thing in which someone got swallowed.
Now that I'm seeing this roller coaster up close, it's huge and spinny and kind of scary. I'm not sure I even want to ride on it now.
Finding Nemo. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, I think you're right there. Oh my! Are you getting cold feet? You would be very much missing out. I can guarantee you'll have a blast. Don't worry. It's nothing to be scared of. Yeah, Grim, it's nothing to be scared of. It doesn't even have any loops. And now that Ernesto's kind of stood in front of Monstro, it looks kind of like Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, okay. How bad could it be? I'm going, so you're coming too, Kalla.
Easy there, Grimmy. We still have to wait our turn. No cutting in line. My! You really are excited for the roller coaster, aren't you? You know what? I'll give everyone in line a heartfelt apology, so you just all go on ahead. Sus. What? That feels kind of wrong. But who am I to say no if you're offering? Well, we've just been escorted to the front of the line. Tickets, please. Each row seats 2 guests. Proceed in double file line. Also, can we measure Grim to make sure he's tall enough not to fly off the ride? I guess that's another rule that we're breaking. Height restrictions. And here's your car now. On that note, I should be going. Enjoy the rest of your time in Playful Land. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hold on to Grim when we go around this so that he doesn't fly out. Because if this is anything like Big Thunder's height limit, not height limit. The height, you need to be at least like 1 meter tall for Big Thunder. And Grim is not that. Sure thing. Thanks for being our tour guide. Alright, guess we better hop on. Time to ride this roller coaster straight into the belly of the beast. Hi, Petra. Oh no, does he get motion sick? Congratulations on making it out of the dark belly of the whale alive! Thank you for riding Whale Escape. Have a whale of a time in the rest of Playful Land. faces. Dude, Playful Land's roller coasters are so awesome!
Scary!
Well, it sure seems like Ace had a whale of a time. And probably Lilia too. Nope! That was quite an ordeal. Nesta wasn't kidding about it being a long ride. We must have been on it for 10 minutes at least, don't you think? Oof! 10 minutes is a very, very long time for a roller coaster. Damn! That's like dark ride length. Easily more. That took forever. There was never a single second we weren't swinging left or right or going upside down. Oh, maybe there were some loops hidden in the rocks there. I lost count of how many loop-the-loops we went through. I couldn't tell which way was which by the time it was all said and done. No kidding! It was non-stop thrills from start to finish. I could ride that all day. How do you manage to make a roller coaster go for that long? Maybe it's not a roller coaster, maybe it's a powered coaster. Or maybe it's got like multiple launchers. Why am I trying to think about the logistics of this thing? Too much of a roller coaster nerd. It's at the end where the roller coaster barely escapes under the whale's teeth. Seriously gave me goosebumps. Those spiky white things, you mean? I was wondering what they were supposed to be. You were? Kinda hard to see them glinting in the light like that, but I think it... It's kinda hard to see them glinting in the light like that and think they could be anything but teeth. I wanted it to be real and have a ride on it. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I'm sort of torn between two things here. There's the part of me that's like, yes, a theme park, I want to ride everything, and there's the part of me that's like, this entire thing is super sus and I don't want to be here. Actually, they suggested people take their glasses off to avoid losing them, so my vision was pretty blurry. Yeah, good idea there. Sometimes I end up riding roller coasters keeping hold of my glasses just because I get worried about them. And yeah, some specifically tell you to take them off as well. Whale teeth aren't something you get to see every day. I missed out. You were terrified on the ride, yet you still wish you could have seen the thing's teeth? You know, it probably doesn't help how terrified he was that he couldn't see anything properly. That means he couldn't see the turns and things coming. Potentially. Which would make it a lot worse. Okay, it was definitely exciting and lasted a good while, sure. With that pool halfway through, we totally dove underwater, right? They warned us we might get splashed, not soaked all the way through. It's a water coaster. Oh yeah, the part where we escaped the whale's mouth into the ocean. Yeah, I was looking at that part when they said it was whale escape and I was like, is that a separate water ride? Or are we going in there? You and I were sitting in the front row so we got the full brunt of it. Sheesh, I was totally unprepared, so I didn't do anything to protect my poor smartphone. I thought it was a waterlogged goner for sure. Wasn't it messed up when we escaped the whale's mouth, only to start rolling back into it again? Talk about a fake out. I was not expecting the roller coaster to go backwards. That freaked me right out. Ooh, a backwards section. Man, this roller coaster sounds like it has everything. Whoa, Grimmy! Why do you look so much smaller and less fluffy than before? That's because he's a drowned rat. He's soaking wet. You look like a drowned rat, literally.
I hate getting wet.
You and me both, Grim.
And it was the gusts of wind that really got me. I thought I was going to get blown off the ride.
Oh yeah, the tailwind when we escaped the whale was really strong. Was that to make us build up speed? We were going so fast it was like the whale had sneezed us out or something.
That wind lifted me up in the air. If Lilia hadn't held me down, I might have gotten blown off for real.
Good job, Lilia. I thought I was going to have to be the one to catch Grim. Was this thing really safe to ride? Not when you're Grim's height, Trey. Not when you're Grim's height. You know, Lilia, I've been wondering about what you said earlier. What was such an ordeal? Remember the way there were tuna fish splashing about inside the belly of the whale? Oh no, Grim! Oh, the ones that the old man fishes up after the whale swallows them? Yes, those. Grim found them quite appetizing. So much so he started pitching a fit. So much for being in danger, Grim.
Hey, this was before the wind. Leona mentioned earlier that that was the fish they used for canned tuna. When I pictured all those fish as canned tuna, I just couldn't stop myself.
I tried to tell him they weren't real, but he kept leaning off the side and trying to catch them. Stopping him was no small feat. And this is why, for a roller coaster, you need to be a certain height. So that you don't fall out either on purpose or by accident. When I think of Kalla keeping this ferocious beast in line day in and day out, I can only imagine what a laborious task that is. Yeah, thank you very much, Lilia, for taking over that job for this roller coaster only. If you're struggling, don't take it all upon yourself. Come to me whenever you need help. Yes, Dad. All of that was happening in the back row, huh? I was sitting in front of you guys with Kalla, but I'm pretty sure neither of us noticed at all. Oh, I got to ride with Trey. Wait. Wait, were we all riding with a chaperone? How was it for you, actually? Got any thoughts after the roller coaster ride? It was a blast. Sounds like a blast, except for the fact that I got soaked. Which I do not like. I am not a water ride person. I am a roller coaster person, not a water ride person. For sure! I knew you'd appreciate it. We have time later. Want to go again with just me? That was seriously fun. Ace wants someone to go on the coaster with him again, huh? Oh yeah, guys, we gotta check out the spoils. Ooh, good call. You can't ride a roller coaster without checking those out. Are we exiting through the gift shop? What? Or are we checking out ride photos? Because both of those... The ride photos are going to be hilarious. My ride photos on roller coasters have the stupidest faces. Splash Mountain cameo? Alright, let's see. Yeah, guys, we gotta go check out the spoils. Oh, good call. You can't ride a roller coaster without checking those out. What? Oh, didn't you guys notice? We got our pictures taken on the ride.
We did? I take pictures on these things? If I'd have known, I'd have struck a cool pose.
Yep. That's what you do once you learn where the photo is. I know where it is for Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland Paris. I know where it is for the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disneyland Paris as well, but my photos for that are all terrible because I'm so focused on shooting the targets. I didn't notice it either. You two have a good eye. Standard feature on these rides. This one was timed to go off right before we dove into the water. Oh yeah, I've seen so many incredible incredible ride photos. Both people doing very specific poses and people with just the most ridiculous expressions, completely by accident. Couldn't you have told us this before the ride? No way, where's the fun in that? Yeah, Ace wants to see your most ridiculous faces. Oh look, our pictures are up on the monitors over here. Let's see. Whoa, hold on. Does Trey's face look super scary or what? You're glaring right at the camera in this shot. You must have really not wanted to ride. You could have said something. I mean, that's probably just him squinting to see what's going on, Ace. That's not it. I wasn't glaring, I was squinting. I couldn't see you, remember? Blind, not scary. You mean like, Randall in Monsters, Inc. When you watch Monsters University and you find out what scary glaring is about. Because he's not wearing his glasses. If I'd known I was going to be on camera, I'd have tried to control my expression more. And check out Kalla next time. Knowing what my face usually looks like on a roller coaster, oh no! Phew, thank goodness I'm not the only one who got caught in a goofy position. Wow, was that a dig? Hey, look at that! Lilia and Grim look way funnier than us. What's that, Trey? Are you trying to dodge the subject by turning the attention to me? He's got a point. You guys do kind of stand out. Look at the way Lily is desperately holding down that ball of fur.
Hey, the wind's blowing back my fur so hard you can't even see my face.
It's like that. It's obviously like that meme with that long-haired dog in the wind. The one that goes, "It's windy." That's what I'm imagining right now. I knew that ball of fur was you right before you got soaked, Grimmy. This is actually impressive. I never see Lilia looking this serious normally, not even during classes or exams. That's kind of funny in its own right. You laugh, but it wasn't funny at the time. No, it wouldn't be. Trying to hold a small child in a roller coaster that they definitely shouldn't have been on. Considering he came here to have fun, I wouldn't have felt right hurting him, but it sure was hard wrangling him gently. Oh, you don't have to be gentle with Grim, Lilia. He can take it. And what did I get for all my trouble? Grim mistook me for a tuner and bit me! See this? Whoa, you've got bite marks on your arm! This is embarrassing. I prefer to come out cute in all my pictures. Meanwhile, you and Ace make it look easy. I'm green with envy. And with clothing. Why are the both of you holding up your hands in that fashion? Because that's what you're supposed to do, Tra. Like the parents that do skylining with babies strapped to their chests, yeah. Well, at least they don't have to physically hold them, though. Oh, they're doing it! Oh, they did an adorable pose. We wanted to make a heart shape together. Yeah, we worked that plan out beforehand. Yep, that's what you gotta do with your group in a theme park. If you know where the photo point is, you can coordinate with your group to make a ridiculously cute pose. Ace, I see you're even winking. You look like a celebrity. How is that fair? Are you trying to steal my spot? I'm doing nothing of the sort. We definitely knocked this pic out the park, though, if I do say so myself. The shot was right before we hit the water, so I didn't have the presence of mind to do anything cute with my expression. I'm jelly.
You must think you're hot stuff, Ace.
Look, thrill rides are all machines designed to be totally safe. I don't get why anyone would be actually scared. I'm terrified on Grim's behalf. He's too small for this. He could have flown out and died, Ace. They didn't check his height. And they clearly didn't check that he was properly secured. Safety. Breakdowns, generally speaking, aren't scary, though. Like, there's very specific parts where a roller coaster can actually come to a stop as well. Although, roller coaster accidents, now that is kind of terrifying. Which includes people falling out because they're not properly secured. I watch far too many YouTube videos about roller coaster accidents. Okay, point. But seriously, it's like you've got nerves of steel. You were way too bold talking with Riddle yesterday, too. I suspect that's your age at play. Oh, how wonderful to be so young. Come on now, you're only 2 years ahead of the guy. No need to talk like an old grandpa. Ah, Keita, if only you knew. If only you knew how much of a grandpa Lilia is. Even if he's only a dad right now. So, guys, want to get these pics printed to mark the occasion? Oh, for sure! I gotta get my hands on a physical copy of this perfect shot right here. I suppose squinty faces and goofy looks still make for fond memories. I'd like a copy myself. I mean, roller coasters don't scare me at all. Driving scares me more sometimes. You'd have them printed even if one of us said no, wouldn't you? Fine, I'll go get copies for all of us. You should get one of those little printed keychains for each of us, Trey, and then we don't have to carry around a full-size print for the rest of the day, because that's a pain. It's just a larger version of bumper cars. You're not supposed to play bumper cars in a real car, Thomas. It's frowned upon. Also, man, I haven't been on the bumper cars in so long. Not since I was a kid. Man, I've sure worked up an appetite after all that fun. The map says there should be a food vendor around here somewhere.
Is it up there? Sorry, is that it there?
Whoa, all that looks so good. There's chicken if you want savory food, frozen treats if you want something sweet. And pie! Cherry pie to boot, my favourite! Step right on up and feast your eyes on my wares. I have cakes, pies, ice cream, and more. More is right. There's a ton of stuff here, even lots of different cakes. It's all you can eat and all for free. Free lunches for everyone. Come and get it quick. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I think Grim just said,
Hurry!
but that text box was gone very fast. Didn't you eat right before you met up with us?
I haven't had any pie or chicken or ice cream yet. And I definitely haven't gotten to try every type of cake.
Yeah, Ace, remember that Grim is a black hole for a stomach. Jeez, you're a glutton. Excuse me, I'd like some cherry pie. Whoa, you're giving me the whole pie? This thing is huge. It smells so nice and sweet though. I think I might just bite right in. Here goes. So when you say whole pie, how big of a pie are we talking? I mean, clearly not an individual serving pie, so about that big. That's good. The cherries inside are nice and tart, just the way I like them. And there's a more intricate flavour here too. I've never tasted anything like this before. Let me try a bite. I can taste the cinnamon and cloves in the filling. There are crushed nuts too. The taste and texture are both wonderful. What a delicious pie. I was wondering why the flavour struck me as so refined. I guess it was the spices. You could tell all of that from a single bite? Sometimes a pie with a strong distinctive flavour is just the thing. I should do some research and try making this at Hearts level. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you should try some too, Kalla. Sure, I'll try the pie. Don't mind if I do. What do you think? Good, right? Trey was right about the filling having nuts in it. It's got a nice crunch. I'm sorry, I wanted to try the pie. I've clearly already eaten the food here, it's fine. If we're going by Underworld or Fae rules, I'm already screwed, so... The pies are impressive, but look, they're also selling whole roasted chickens. What a hearty offering indeed. Just what I want to eat in a theme park. A whole roast chicken. Normally, vendors only sell the parts that are easy to hold in your hand, like a drumstick. Right? Usually you'd only see the whole chicken for some sort of celebration or special occasion. That's totally camable. Yep, this tastes great too. The skin's cooked to crispy perfection, while the inside's juicy with a nice peppery zing. This is my kind of food.
Oh, ouch. All free.
Yeah, we're probably going to become donkeys. I'm already screwed. I ate food with Grim before we got here.
This is tops. Hey, give me some of that pink ice cream there. Tastes like strawberry milk. It's cold and sweet and good. Now to compare all these cakes.
Grim is very much in the prime of his youth. So, once we're done eating, where to next? We've still got time before we have to meet up with the other groups. Hasty, shouldn't you look for a souvenir to bring back for Juicy? Leaving aside the question of whether I even get him anything, picking out souvenirs should come at the very last. Unless you see something you really want, in which case you should really buy it while you see it, Ace, because you might not find it again. There's tons of rides we haven't been on yet. Why would I get extra stuff to carry around now? Fair enough, that makes sense. You gotta travel light, you know. And we still have to hit up that roller coaster one more time to cap it off. I think I'm good there. You've got way too much energy, AC. He certainly does. Yet another striking reminder of our age difference. Take Jade. Wouldn't Floyd enjoy it more than Jade? Alright, on to the next group. Who we're going to the shooting arcade. Jade's not a roller coaster person at all, then, huh? Very motion sick. I think I'm quite lucky that I don't really get motion sick at all. There's only ever been one theme park ride that's ever made me feel ill. Which was Mission Space Orange Mission at Epcot, so I guess if any ride was ever going to make me feel ill, it was going to be the one that comes equipped with sick bags. Okay, so our group will be sticking mainly to the game area. Phil Schoenheit, Floyd Leach, Jade Leach. I hope today will be fun. I'm sure it will be, considering we have the pleasure of your company and an entire amusement park to explore. I'm surprised you're even in this group, Jade. I figured you'd go straight for the thrill rides with Krabby. You're big into stuff where you can't see what's ahead and got no idea what's gonna happen next. You're not wrong, but there's something nearby that's piqued my interest. So I'd like to stay with this group for a while. I can always ride the roller coaster after the show is over. Personally, I'm actually more surprised you joined us, Floyd. Seconded. I thought that if anyone here'd go for the action-packed rides, it would have been you. Yep. I do like shooting up in the air and dropping back down. You and me both, Floyd. Come ride the Tower of Terror with me. That ride's based on going through a whale's stomach, right? Whales ain't anything new to me. I'd rather do stuff you can only do here in Playful Land. But places for practicing marksmanship are pretty common at carnivals and theme parks, I thought. Yeah, I don't think they have that kind of a attraction under the water. I think the water would mess with the projectiles too much. Yeah, about that. So I looked up stuff about this park last night, and someone posted pictures of the attraction on Musicom. And I ain't never seen anything like that before. It kinda rules. Oh, really? Yes, I'm looking it up online now, and I see what you're referring to. It certainly looks unique. What fun! What about you, Phil Schoenheit? Is there anywhere you'd like to go, or anything you'd recommend doing in a theme park? Means Floyd has been inside of a whale of his own free will. Yep. I'm not familiar enough with them to make recommendations. I went to one with my dad when I was a kid. But by the time I started middle school, I was so swamped with work that I didn't have time for this sort of thing. Oh no. I'll be happy as long as I get to see the show. So let's focus on the things you all want to do. This is sweet. We can start by hitting up the game area. Playful Land, Domicile of Destruction. Do I think they use them as big taxis? That's probably a terrible idea. Unless you're grabbing onto the outside. We're here! Everything in front of us is the game area. That big building there must be where we can do some target practice. That's a rather lovely building. Pristine white walls, intricate sculptures, a large stained glass window. Shape-wise, with the roof, it reminds me a little bit of, like, if you just take the main section of that left-hand side, it reminds me kind of Phantom Manor. Just the roof shape. It looks more like a model home than a place to play games. I trust the interior will be just as impressive. Shall we go in and see? I'm afraid to say your assumption is incorrect, Bill Schoenheit. We won't be doing target practice in that building. We'll be doing it on that building. What does that mean? Oh, I see the sign with the name now. Domicile of Destruction. You don't mean... Come one, come all. Take a gander at this beautiful house, ready to be busted up. Visitors are free to do whatever they like to it. That staff puppet over there is offering a rather curious description. Are you saying that building itself is meant to be the target? That's why it's got so much glass. Yep. From what I saw in the images online, that's the deal. Check out the stained glass. The blue parts are worth 50 points if you break them. The smaller pink parts are 100 points. Columns and hedges are worth 10 points, and sculptures are worth 20. Though your score depends on which parts of the house you destroy. A totally normal carnival game. What a grandiose attraction! What do they do after people destroy it? They use a combination of magic and manual labour to put it all back together before the next visitors arrive. It must be mostly magic. For real? Dude, that's so much work, that's seriously hilarious. There's more on the bottom part of the sign. The Domicile of Destruction was designed to replicate an attraction from the amusement park the wooden puppet visited. Interesting. The story I read didn't go into detail about that park, but it must have been a strange one. Oh, it didn't go into detail about the park. That's why none of you were terrified. Suppose one could think of it as a filming set in an action movie. In those, every structure is built to be destroyed, in the most beautiful, spectacular and aesthetically pleasing way possible. Yeah, you won't find a target this massive anywhere else, right? Just Playful Land. It does seem rather engaging. Ooh, what's that puppet passing out to everyone at the entrance? A slingshot, huh? Ah, they're toy slingshots. I guess we're supposed to use them to destroy that building. Clearly these columns and such aren't particularly strongly built if we're supposed to destroy them with slingshots. This is a lot different from the type of target practice I imagined, which makes it seem like a lot of fun. Hey, how about a little friendly competition? Whoever scores the highest can issue one command to the others they want. I'm game. It's always more interesting with stakes involved. No, it ain't gonna be much of a competition with you lot. It'll be boring to crush you guys. Oh, those are some big words I'm going to make you eat later. This will be my first time doing this kind of exercise, but my brother and I have played a lot of video games based on a similar concept. Not to mention I'm pretty good at strategy. You all seem quite fired up. I hope you'll go easy on me. Why do I feel like Jade is hustling? Like, oh no, you guys are going to beat me so horribly. Here I go. Uh-oh. That sounded kind of pathetic. I missed again. These rubber balls barely get any distance. I'm not having any more luck than you. Likewise. You guys all suck. Pathetic. You've got no room to talk. Most of your rubber balls landed at your feet. Oh yeah? Still doing better than you, better. You both look like you're in the same boat from where I'm standing. I'm pretty sure arguing about it is only making matters worse. I've gotten some points with big targets like flower pots and columns, but nobody's broken the stained glass yet. Which would be very difficult with a rubber ball, I think. Stained glass is so high up, it seems quite impossible to hit with these slingshots. Not for me it isn't. Watch this! That didn't sound like the breaking of stained glass. Swing and a miss. That's 9 whips in a row. Man, the rubber sling on this is all soft because it's just a toy. It's off-center too. All the random wobbling means I can't calculate its potential energy. The balls don't fly like my simulations say they should. Now I'm getting salty. Wonder if I can make something happen with this brick I just found lying around. No, Floyd. I'm pretty sure that's a general good rule that you don't pick up bricks that are lying around. Make something happen? You're not seriously talking about throwing bricks through a stained glass window? It does hardly seem fair to use such a large weapon. Perhaps I could use magic instead. Seriously? If you're doing that, I want to blow the whole building up with beam fire. This is getting out of hand. What happened to competing to get the highest score? I mean, I was expecting a beam fire. Turns out we're all equally terrible with slingshots. We couldn't even declare a definitive winner among us. Cutting loose at the end was a nice outlet. Oh, I see someone we know walking over here. Sorry, walking over there. Hey, Kalla, Grim.
Oh, hey, it's Team Ortho.
Greetings. Have you finished eating?
Yep. I was just talking with my henchhuman about maybe meeting up with one of the groups.
Really? Well, you're already here, so come tour the park with us. Yeah, sure, I'd love to.
Where are you guys going?
I've been curious about this one building for a while now. Let me guess, the round black one. Yes, that's been a big question mark ever since we first came to Gentle Plaza, According to the map, it's another game area like the Domicile of Distraction. All it says on the map is, a place to enjoy some chic gaming. It's not far at all. Shall we go see what it's all about? Baying of sore losers. Oh no! Actually, it says baying, not braying, I suppose. We're not going for donkeys quite yet. We're here! Close up, you can tell it's not just a solid black building. It's got a big number 8 painted on it. I don't think we had to be that close to learn that, although. So it's an 8-ball. Perhaps this is a pool hall. Ooh, pool. I've heard of that game, but I've never played it. I've only played it for fun a few times myself. What about the rest of you? We do dabble a bit. You've never played it. We went to a pool hall with Azul once, but I wasn't in the mood for it. Do you have to be a particular age to play pool? One of my friends growing up had a pool table at home. So we played a lot. But I guess there's a difference between playing at home and playing at a pool hall, huh? You were quite preoccupied with the dartboard, as I recall. That friend also had an electronic dartboard. I was better at the darts than the pool. What about you, Kalla? Have you ever played pool before? Yeah, I have. Well, yeah, I mean, for betting, you do have to be older. And for being in a bar, I guess. Is that right? You seem rather confident. Are you secretly a pro at it? At one point in my life, I was very, very good at pool. I was on holiday and a friend taught me how to play it really, really well. I don't remember all of it now. There aren't exactly any pool halls near our campus. Since we're here, let's play a little. Considering we never got a decisive outcome at the Domicile of Destruction, what if we start the competition over with pool? Are you certain? I never go easy on others, you know, not even first-timers. Don't gamble, the house always wins. Indeed. Although I will say, I make money when I go to the horse races. Not a lot, but I always come back home with more money than I went with. Likewise, it would pain me greatly to make you all cry tears of defeat. How do you know you won't be the one sobbing after all's said and done, huh?
Ain't none of you a match for me. Wait until you see my big brain pool maneuvers.
I would really love to see Grim play pool. Because he is so short that it is going to be such a pain.
Not that I ever played it before or even know the rules.
I mean, I'm probably going to get destroyed, but let's be competitive. I'm in it to win it. Okay, let's play. Yeah, you'll need to bring a step ladder. Yes. There are many variants of pool, but I suggest for this match we play using the most prevalent rule set, 8-ball. There are variants? We'll start by racking up the balls marked 1 through 15 on the pool table. These balls are divided into 2 groups. Yep, stripes and spots. The goal of the game is to knock all of the balls in a given group into pockets, with the 8th ball going in last. We have 6 players present, and several of them are new, so I suggest we play this in teams. One team will be Floyd, Grim, and Vil. The other will be Ortho, Kalla, and myself. I think we stand a pretty good chance on this team. I'm sure our newcomers will have trouble even hitting the balls with their cues. But don't worry. Let's focus on enjoying the game. You'd have to be really, really bad at pools to not at least hit the white. Now, time for the break shot. Juice! Those barrels are so suspicious. Grape juice. Apple juice. There are fast learners, and then there's 2 ball, side pocket. Yeah, of course Ortho's going to be good at this. 5 ball, rear right corner pocket. Yay! That's 4 in a row for me. Yeah. He's too good at this. What's going on? Ortho hasn't missed a single shot since he picked up his cue stick. Probably because he can overlay a targeting reticule, Vil. What show of skill. He's landed every shot in the exact location he's called. There were some points where his shot path was obstructed by the other team's balls, but he cleared those obstacles with jump shots and got his target ball into the pocket anyway. Jump shots, huh? Those aren't moves someone playing the game for the very first time could pull off. Yes, but they are moves that someone who is a literal robot could. Well, he can run simulations in his brain.
I'm getting kind of tired of the peanut gallery crowding around going, who is this guy and is he a pool shark?
Imperfect tools made things hard during target practice, but this cue and these balls have no such issues. Ball positions logged, simulating optimal route to pocket. Calculating point of contact, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, ball spin rate, and energy. If I make the shot as calculated. 3 ball, side pocket. There, see? Easy as that. Nicely done. We might not even get a turn at this rate. Oh, what a pity that would be. I don't think you think it's a pity at all, Jane, looking at your face. Yeah, a pity indeed. If I could just get a single turn, we're about to lose before we can even play. I very nearly did this to a friend recently, actually. We were playing pool. I was like, I haven't played in a while, so I don't know if I'm any good. And then I like potted 4 in a row before he even got a turn. Like, whoops! Accidental hustling. Right? It's kind of boring when none of the rest of us can play the game.
Yeah, give me a chance to shine.
Oh, but we decided the turn order fair and square with rock, paper, scissors. Is that the baying of sore losers I hear?
It sounds like it to me.
2 bullseyes. Nice, Thomas. I think I'll go for the 6 ball next. I see that we are spots. Given the numbers of the balls as well. I think I'll go for the 6 ball next.
Wow, Otho actually missed. About time.
That's a positive development, but what happened there? You'd better not have missed on purpose. Of course I didn't. I would never pull my punches in a game. A bug jumped out in front of the ball. Hmm? Oh, there it is. It's hopping all over the pool table. What is it? I think it's a cricket. It seems to be chirping. Come on, little cricket. You can't be up there. You startled me and made me mess up my shot. Is he getting a little Jiminy to go with his Jiminy clothes? I was on track to play a perfect game all the way to the 8 ball and everything. Jade, Kalla, I'm really sorry. But you are incredible, Otho, it's fine. Yes, you did quite well. Whoops, I accidentally sent that onwards before I read the whole thing. Yes, you did quite well. That was a most impressive display of skill, Otho. Okay, boys, listen up. If Otho gets that cue again, we're finished. We need to win this before his turn comes back around. Yeah. Okay. Guess I gotta bring my A game for this. Woohoo! We won! Oh man, we lost. Actually, more like we got stomped. Ugh. I'm surprised you landed 2 shots your first time playing, Floyd. It's a testament to your skills of observation and comprehension. Phil, your advice was impressively on point as well. Surely you were being modest about your experience before. Sadly, we never got to see you actually pick up a cue and play. You're calling me modest. You're plenty good yourself. You ended the game before I could even get a turn. So I'm guessing that on our team our turn order went Otho then Floyd. Not Floyd, Jade. Otho then Jade. On her side it was Floyd and... who knows? Who knows who would be next? I couldn't do anything. I kind of wanted to play. Kalla, Jade, good game. The 3 of us made a fantastic team.
Phooey. We lost. Why did I get stuck with the useless ones?
Says the spudling who did nothing but dig divots into the felt surface with his cue. Alright. Grim did get a go, huh? So maybe our team was Otho, then me, then Jade. And of course Grim would be terrible at this, and unless you give him a cue that's Grim-sized. No kidding. Remind me again, who was it that messed up my shot because he was pitching a fit about wanting a turn?
Hey, I just remembered. I got somewhere to be. Come on, Kalla, let's scram.
Wait up, Grim! Don't run off.
Man, that was fun and all, but it sucks that I lost. Next time I want to beat Cleone.
Is that so? I don't think that's possible. But if you like, how about I take on all of you myself next round? I like that idea. I'll show you what I can really do then.
Apple core flavor.
Sounds like they're going to get into the juice. Now, where to next? Say, you haven't mentioned where you want to go yet, Jade Leech. That's where we should head. You don't mind? In that case, let's follow the road once we step back outside. Okay, apparently we aren't getting into the juice. Lobster, huh? The map says it should be around here. Ah, here we are, it's that cart. Ah! The popcorn's going to be apple core flavoured? I wanted to try the food they have to offer.
But it's just plain old popcorn. They have that at every dime a dozen amusement park.
What tends to be at the core of an apple? Seeds. Unless you're going to worms. You'd think that, wouldn't you? But this flavour is only available in Playful Land from this very cart. Seeds with what? Apple seeds are poisonous, right? I don't think it's cyanide because that's almonds. But namely, apple core flavour. Interesting flavours of popcorn. That's one thing I know about Tokyo Disney. Is that they have all kinds of really interesting popcorn flavours. Oh, okay, apple seeds have cyanide too. Got it. So, apple. No, apple core. They aren't the same at all. Likewise with the flavour. Yes, it's entirely different. I don't know much about flavours, but do apple cores really taste different from apples?
9 times out of 10, you're better off not taking anything Jade says seriously.
I suppose I'll try a piece. It's pleasantly sweet and tart, but it's still just apple flavour. My, not even you can appreciate the finer points of this Flavourville. What a shame. Apple cores and their seeds apparently contain substances harmful to the human body, so it's interesting they chose that flavour specifically. Of course that's why you want to try this, Jade. You and your mushrooms. Yes, about that. I was wondering where he was. Dude, don't sneak up on us like that. The concept was inspired by an anecdote in which the friendly fox gifts the wooden puppet an apple core as a token of friendship. You're right, card gaming. I need to fix the word list, I think. Hello again, Ernesto Falworth and Gino. I'd never heard that story before. Why an apple core exactly? Indeed, there must be some deeper meaning to the fact that he was gifted only a core rather than a whole apple. Some speculate that perhaps this was his way of saying, I hope you become a good human right down to the core. Gracious, isn't it incredible what depth this tale holds? You just made that up off the top of your head, didn't you? Now I understand. So the gift was a symbolic one. The friendly fox seems very thoughtful. Here, Floyd. You should take a bite of this popcorn. It's good.
Yeah, nah. I eat what I want when I want to eat it. Don't go force feeding me. Oh, hey, I said nah.
If you enjoyed the popcorn, I should mention they sell candy of the same flavour in the shop over that way. Not to mention all sorts of confectionery. That area's not called Candy Road for nothing. Caramels, lollipops, chewy treats. They've got it all, and no one will scold you no matter how much you eat. Ooh, interesting. Candy is fun to snack on. It might make a good souvenir for my brother.
Jade, what is it with you and getting hung up on weird stuff? Also, shouldn't we save the souvenir shopping for last? We got plenty of time before the show. We should hit up more rides and games before we go filling up on candy.
Is there anything you'd like to do other than playing games, Ortho? You were quite looking forward to coming to the park, so I'm fine deferring to wherever you'd like to go. There are so many options, it's hard to decide. Oh, wait! Here! I want to go here! Let's see. Oh, excellent idea! Allow your good friend Ernesto to lead the way.
Yes, our good friend Ernesto. Our very, very good friend.
Yeah, we haven't dealt with Leona's team yet. Hurry along, scholars! Right this way! If you look to your left, you'll see the building you're looking for. There it is, the Toymaker's Toy Store! So this is the old Toymaker's house. I tagged along since Ortho wanted to go, but what exactly is this place?
Looks like a plain old house to me.
Have a look in the window. There's a fire going on in the fireplace. It looks so warm. Every shelf is packed with toys, and there, on the walls, it's lots of clocks. When does the stream usually end? Around about 10 is where I aim for. Because I need to sleep, but we're gonna go till we're done with this book. Which I think should be around about 10. Maybe a little bit... Could be a little bit earlier, actually. But yes, if you need to go sleep, go sleep. Sleep's important. Why don't the rest of you scholars gather round and take a peek too? What? But the plaque beside it says to make space for others and admire the interior one person at a time. Oh, it's fine! You're all special exceptions. Please go right ahead. Oh no! We're ignoring a sign. Truly? Well, if you say so. I feel like it's only really important not to crowd it with strangers, right? We're all friends here. Ortho was right. There's all manner of clocks lining the walls. Alright, see you, card gaming. Yo, let me see. Whoa, dang, look at them all. You can hear them tick-tocking from out here. I'm amused by the one that has, like, 3 deer instead of a cuckoo. Actually, they all look real cool. Might I crowd in for a look as well? Yes, you're right. I see a number of music boxes too. Indeed, and you made it just in time for this. Ah! All the clocks started chiming at once. Is this 9 o'clock or quarter to midday? All of them are from the film as well? Oh! Man, I haven't watched Pinocchio since, like, the beginning of last year. So... Birds dipping their beaks into water and popping back out. A bee flying out of a flower. A middle-aged man hiccuping. There's even a clock with a chime that's a kid getting chastised. Did he do something he shouldn't have? Ah, so they're nope. Try that word again. Ah, so they're automaton clocks. Pretty impressive collection of them too. Right? The old toy maker was really skilled. He didn't just make toys, but lots of music boxes and clocks. The way the story goes, his house was always so cheerful because it was full to bursting with everything he'd crafted. You thought after the remake they'd have removed the boy spanking one? Well, clearly not. Then, one day, he drew upon all of his skill and created a marionette. That was the wooden puppet. So, the toy store is supposed to be where the wooden puppet was born. Yes, in Wish Upon a Star. My favourite parts are the beginning, where the puppet first moves, and the ending, where he becomes a real boy. Yes, those... Now I feel sad, because those would be Ortho's favourite parts. Both of those things happen at the old toy maker's house, so I wanted to see what it was like. Oh yes, 2 of the tale's most touching scenes. You simply can't come away from them dry-eyed. I'm rather fond of this place myself. It's just so darn wholesome. Wouldn't you agree, Gino? I get it. Obviously it's just a set piece, not the real location from the story, but I'm still glad I got to see it. Now I can imagine my favourite scenes more vividly than ever. Wonderful! What a studious young scholar you are! I can see that inviting you to Playful Land was absolutely worthwhile. As it happens, Ortho, I have some good news to share with you. We have something to enhance this experience even further. Here. What's this? A standee? It depicts the wooden puppet, the old toy maker, the cat, and the goldfish in its bowl. Yeah. Right, Thomas? You're like, yeah, because Otho has all of the Pinocchio aspects himself. And it's like, oh no. But there are holes cut out where all their faces ought to be. Oh, we're gonna take some pictures. Oh, I don't like where this is going. This isn't just any standee, but a photo standee. People put their faces in the cutouts to have their picture taken. And just like that, you can embody the characters from the story. At least that's the idea. I feel like Bill has to put his face in the cutout for Cleo. Because I don't think either of the mer people are gonna want to be the fish. Go on, everyone, have at it. No. Oh, why not? It'd be fun to do together. I'll have no part of any pictures taken with our faces in that cheesy standee. Absolutely not. Yeah, same. I ain't feeling it. I love this sort of thing, actually. The star role of the wooden puppet should be ceded to Ortho. Yes, it should, Jade. But I'll gladly take any of the others. Hear that, guys? Jade Leach is playing along. Come on, let's take a group photo. Dude, we said no already. Why don't you just take the pic with Foxfish and Cat Shark over here? Ah, but we just work here. We're background characters at most. The real heroes of the story are all of you. Oh, you know what? I beat you guys at pool earlier, didn't I? Oh! He's gonna use the command! I landed the most shots, and your team lost to mine, right? And that means I get to order you around. Well, I want all of us to take a group picture with our faces in the standee. That's my order. You said I'd do anything you wanted, and you're really gonna waste that precious opportunity on something like this? Good point. You're one weird little guy, Cleone. I can hardly go back on my word after making a commitment. Fine, but just this once. I will never ever stick my face in a ridiculous standee like this again. And to be clear, this is my face we're talking about. You had better be immensely grateful. Oh, I wonder if Team 3 are gonna get a picture done too. Because now this means that both other teams have got group photos. I see that grin on your face, Jade. Just so you know, if you show this picture to anyone else, I'm stomping you. Agreed. No one else should see it, obviously. And this better not find its way online, or I will be extremely cross. Yeah, he wants to be a real boy. And I'm so sad. Don't worry. I'll ensure it's secured in ironclad encryption. It'll be fine, right, Jade Leach? Absolutely. We'll protect it like the precious treasure it is. And charge people vast amounts of money to see it. Okay, Ernesto Falworth, Gino, take the picture for us, please. Come on, guys, get ready. Ah, you look positively delightful. This will make a fine photo indeed. I just want to know what holes everyone stuck their faces through. Yay! Now we get to go hang out with Jack. Well, Leona, Jack, here's to an awesome day. Like I was saying earlier, I'd like to visit this seafloor stroll. I'd like to see the stuff in that area myself. Perfect! We're gonna have so much fun! Where would you like to go, Leona? I'm only tagging along to keep an eye on you kids and make sure you don't do anything I'll regret. Pretend I'm not here. Aw, but that would mean leaving you out. We're at an amusement park. You should enjoy it too. Oh, don't worry about that. I'm having so much fun just being with you guys. I could cry. Leona's just like, Checker better not ever demand I take him to a theme park. In fact, I've already had so much fun. We may as well pack it in. We may as well pack it up and leave now. You and your blatant sarcasm. Yep, sass ridiculously loud. Oh gosh, really? Thanks. I feel just the same. When I'm with you two, I know I'm gonna have the best time. No one installed Callum's sarcasm detector, did they? He's beaming. Good thing Callum's so sanguine. He lets your snide remarks roll off him like water off a duck's back. They're not rolling off him so much as going right over his head. Anyway, let's go find that seafloor stroll, or whatever it's called. It looks like a big attraction on the map, so it'll probably be crowded. We should get in before the line gets too long. Good call! Up we go! The entrance should be somewhere around here. Not a thought between those bright red eyes. No, there is one thought. One thought. And that one thought is, I love my friends. That is the one thought. The entrance should be somewhere around here. Oh, we found it. It's that gate. You were right. This is a popular attraction. The line to get in goes on for miles. That's why I said to get a move on. Maybe if someone hadn't dawdled on the way over. But the park goers riding the train waved at me! Yeah, Leona! Kellen has a point. If the people on the train wave to you, you have to wave back to them. It's the rules. Yeah, exactly. I agree with Kellen here. If someone waves to you, you have to wave back. Yeah, especially if they're waving to you from an attraction. Or a train. Like any train. Anywhere. Or a boat. Yeah, and your waving got other people on the waving game and it went back and forth forever. From what I can tell, that train runs in a circuit around the whole park. The map says it's got multiple stations, and anyone in the park can use it to get around. If I hadn't forced you to knock it off, you could have stayed there waving for the rest of our lives. I shudder to imagine that. Leona, it's only going to be waving for as long as that train is there. It's not constant train, Leona. It's not one giant train. Oh, not even I would go that far. I was only going to give it another 10 minutes or so. How are you doing 10 minutes of waving to a train, Callum? That's still a pretty long time.
Hey, I found Jack's group.
Ah, it's Kalla and Grim. You finished eating, I take it.
Yep, I got me my favourite. A sandwich piled high with big old heaps of tuna.
For breakfast? Well, I suppose it's Grim.
Are you guys going to that seafloor... No? Are you guys going to that seafloor stroll place?
Yeah, we were just about to line up for it. You should join us. Thanks for the invite. There's a sign posted on the wall by the entrance. It's got something written on it. Well, it probably says how long the wait is, and it probably also says, warning, you may get wet. Do not do this if you have a heart condition. Those glowing gold letters are so pretty. Let's see here. The old toy maker ventured out to sea in search of the wooden puppet. Then... Oh, it's a scene from Wish Upon a Star. The toy maker goes out looking for the wooden puppet only to get swallowed by a whale and end up stranded far away from home. Cold pizza is an excellent breakfast, Nick. I agree. Cold pizza is incredible. Love putting the last few pieces of a pizza in the fridge for the next morning.
Wow, way to go, Grumps.
Yeah, probably not its best moment. The shining star left the puppet a letter explaining what had happened, so the puppet ventured to the seafloor to look for him. This attraction is meant to let you follow in the wooden puppet's footsteps. Hey, not to interrupt your chat, but the line's moving. Don't hold it up. Oh, sorry. I'm not used to standing in lines. Yeah, he wouldn't be, would he? He'd be on the VIP tour of any theme park he was visiting. Escorted straight to the end, straight to the front of the line everywhere, possibly via backstage. You're not. Nope. Usually when I go to amusement parks, I rent out the whole place for the day. Okay. Not the VIP tour. Something that costs a hell of a lot more than the VIP tour. Dang. I guess you really are different from the rest of us. Just a second, I really need to go get some more water. I will be right back. And I'm back. I was trying to make it till the end, but my throat was starting to complain. Looks like we can finally go in. Get your tickets ready, guys. Right. They're handing something out to people at the entrance. What's that? Are those rocks?
Sure are. Just plain old flavorless rocks.
Grim immediately attempted to eat it. No kidding. Wait, flavorless? Quit going around licking random rocks. Yeah, there's like 2 rocks that you're supposed to lick. In the story, the wooden puppet ties a rock to his tail for ballast so he can walk on the seafloor. Here, we give everyone a rock for good luck. May you find the whale on your seafloor stroll. Tying it to his tail was an interesting variant. Maybe the wooden puppet was a beastman. or was the hut about licking rocks, because that is a thing. Geology. Technically what you do is actually rub them on your teeth rather than licking them, but... And it's only soft ones. No, not salt rocks and candy rocks, Thomas. It's mudstone and shale. The best way to tell the difference between the two is to rub them on your teeth. They feel different. Ew, you say. Spoken like someone who hasn't eaten rocks before. I don't recommend that. They do taste not good. How do they feel different? It's to do with the shape of the grains. Man, I don't remember exactly how it is, but like one of them's smoother and one of them's kind of grittier.
Sure. Wait, his tail? I don't remember anything about the wooden puppet having a tail.
Wish Upon a Star's an old story with some minor regional variations. He's got a tail in the version where he was carved to look like a beast man. Yeah, that makes sense. In that one, he had big animal ears and a tail, and he even let out a bray sometimes. Okay. So he's a donkey in the Beastman one, is he? Oh, I getcha. I've never heard that one before. Yeah. He wasn't a Beastman in the version I first heard either. The Sunset Savannah's got a lot of beast folk, so maybe storytellers there made the hero a beastman for more relativity. I mean, to be fair, it's true. This ex-geology student does like rocks. Neat. So he ties the rock to his tail? Oh! You guys have tails. What if you tied your rock to them like the wooden puppet did? No, Callum, no! Callum, that would be so uncomfortable. Absolutely not. Called it. If anyone here needs to worry about floating away, it's you, Callum. Keep some ballast rocks in your pants pockets.
I hate having my tail tied to a rock. Let's just go in.
Well, we're inside, but it's pitch black and these stairs keep going down. Everybody, watch your step. The health and safety at this park is terrible.
Can't see a thing. So this is the seafloor stroll, huh?
Better not be. You'd hope there'd be more to it than just walking down some stairs in the dark. Oh, there's light up ahead. Come on, let's hurry up and see what's over there. You just said pay attention to where you're putting your feet, Callum. Don't hurry. Look at it. Look at this shipwreck. Whoa, cool. It's huge. It's like we're really underwater. And it's gorgeous. Hey, is it just me? Or does my voice sound weird? Yeah, it's got like this quiver to it. Hey, mine's the same.
You two sound so goofy. Wait, it's happening to me too.
You sound like you're underwater. Yeah, it's probably supposed to make you sound that way. I don't think I can do the sounding underwater while I do voices. This immersion is amazing. Is it magic changing our voices? Yeah, it's probably attached to the rock. Probably. I don't think all this scenery is just projections either. What do you mean? Whoa, that tickles! Sounds like Callum made a friend. Ah! Yes, you said about the tuna. So this bit happens before that bit. What do you mean? Whoa, that tickles! Something just brushed my neck. Hold on, are those fish? Ah, look at all the colourful fish. There are fish swimming through the air. You can touch them. Are they puppets too? Oh, they seem so lifelike. I don't think puppets can float around so freely like this. There's probably magic at work throughout the whole room. I was expecting a few parlor tricks at most, but this is convincing. I'm actually impressed. Right? Aren't you glad you came with us? I'm glad you like it. Shut up and quit hugging me. You don't gotta get all giddy over it. Grim, why are you flailing your arms around?
A fish! A fish swimming right in front of me. This is so frustrating.
Are you trying to catch them? But they're so pretty. Wouldn't you feel bad eating them? Would Grim feel bad about eating anything? No. This is really amazing. The wooden puppet meets so many different kinds of sea life underwater. I remember thinking how pretty the illustration of this scene was when I first read the story in a picture book. It's one of my favourite scenes in all of Wish Upon a Star. I mean, it was just so vibrant. And of course, the boy who comes from the desert would be quite enamoured by the under the sea. And here I am getting to experience it for real. Who'd have thought?
I really do have all kinds of sea creatures down here, huh? Pink and blue fish, green and black flatfish, purple anemones, even some orange and black goldfish looking ones.
The orange and black one's coming over to me. That tickles. You're a friendly little guy, aren't you? Is it really this gorgeous under the sea? I should ask Hazel and the others sometime. See? Callum's getting a little goldfish to go with his Cleo.
Oh, this one looks kind of weird.
Apparently that's a sea donkey.
What's this? A rabbit? A horse?
It's a seahorse. One with ears and a mane, for some reason. I see Leona is also like, that's a really weird seahorse. No, that one in the middle is definitely a donkey. It's got the little floof on the end of its tail and all. The wooden puppet encounters a lot of strange creatures in the story. It's probably supposed to be one of those. Look at that huge school of seahorses! They're so cute and teensy. If only I was as small as they were, I could ride on one's back. That would be a fun way of sailing through the water. Yeah, it would, Callum. Oh, hey Grim. Check out what's on the other side of the seahorses.
It's a school of big fish with dull colours and a plain old fishy shape. What about them?
Those are tuna fish.
So?
So? Really? That's the opposite of how I figured you'd react. Hey, Fuzzball. Are you actually that dense? Did you ever stop to consider where the tuna part of canned tuna comes from? Ah, so that's why the seahorse looks like a donkey. That makes sense.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I knew what a tuna was. And I knew they were absolutely gigantic. You could make a lot of canned tuna from those. With tuna that big, even that bottomless pit of a fuzzball might actually get full. Doubt, Leona, doubt.
You mean that's what goes into canned tuna? So there's a school of tuna cans swimming right in front of me?
I didn't say that. Wait, where are you going? Don't bite them!
I gotta see if they really taste like tuna!
He's completely lost control! Grim, no! It's dangerous to act up inside a park attraction! Jack, Callum, you grab his arms. Kalla, you get his torso. We're getting him out of here.
Let me go! Let me go! No, my tuna!
Leave him in the sea. No, we are supposed to be chaperoning the Grim. It's important that he doesn't get in too much trouble. I mean, he's already got in too much trouble just by coming here, but shh. Phew, we actually made it out. For a second there, I wasn't sure we would. I wasn't expecting Grim to get that overstimulated the first time he saw tuna fish.
Man, I wanted to take a bite out of those swimming tuna cans.
So you keep complaining. Let it go already. Oh, take a look at that, Grim. Those food carts have some good stuff.
Oh, yeah? What's that delicious smell?
Croquette of some kind? Or is this supposed to be the fish part of fish and chips? Given the fish on the packet. It's a weird square fish. Whatever it is, it's giant. And it's fried. Is it chicken? No, going by the smell. Fried tuna. Get your fried tuna here. Oh, specifically tuna.
What? Tuna? Is that what those tasty looking things are?
Seems kinda weird to put a fried fish cart right outside an attraction where you spend the whole time admiring said fish's beauty. But okay. Ah, Jack. Spoken like someone who has never been in a restaurant that serves fish that is in a giant aquarium tank. Which, I'll admit, is weird, but... The old toy maker also fished for tuna to eat. Come, have some for yourself. These puppets are creepy, if you ask me. Agreed, Leona. I'll take some. You used to go to an aquarium that had a freshly cut thing, dining area right next door. I didn't eat there, but there was this there was an aquarium in Lisbon that I went to that had a fish restaurant with the giant aquarium wall. And I'm sort of looking at it and going, that's interesting. Here you go, Grim. You wanted tuna, so eat up.
That's what I'm talking about. That's so good. Crunchy fried batter on the outside and soft tender meat on the inside. This fish just gets tastier and tastier with every bite.
Here, guys, I got enough for everyone. Pretty good. The oil and the fish both taste fresh. It's crunchy and delicious. Phew, I was worried for a little while there. Grim looked so let down. If he'd stayed upset the whole time, I would have felt just awful. This is seriously so good. You should have some too, Callum. I guess if everyone's eating from the same batch. Sure, I'll have a bite. Thanks. Oh no, Callum! I forgot briefly that eating is a problem. You're right, this does have a nice crunch to it. But it's so hot! Water! Maybe if you didn't scarf it down so fast. Hey Jack, go get us something to drink. Yes, sir. Okay, I got some drinks. There were lots of options, but this was their top pick. Oh, it's got a little Jiminy umbrella on the top of it. That's cute. Sparkling apple juice, huh? Are we sure it's juice? Are we absolutely sure it's juice and that we're not drinking cider underage? Thanks. Why is there an umbrella covering the top of the bottle? Doesn't that get in the way of drinking it? I didn't put it there. It came that way. That's a serving method I haven't seen before, but I'm guessing it's to keep bugs from getting into the bottle. Oh, that'd make sense. This is an outdoor park. That's a smart idea. Having lids would be an equally smart idea. Here, I got some for you guys too. Thanks. Yeah, I definitely feel like this juice came from one of those kegs that said juice on them that I didn't trust. The fuzzball's being awfully quiet. Is he okay? I get worried when he's not making noise. Aw, Leona! You do like it.
Yeah, that was good.
Whoa, he's already scarfed down 3 servings. I can't believe you ate that much that fast, Grim. That's incredible.
I think I've had enough tuna for one day. Come on, Kalla, let's go scope out some other good eats.
Oh, leaving so soon? That's a shame. You should swing by our group and hang out some more later. Hey, Kalla. I'm sure I don't have to worry about you causing any trouble. You know, I do like the fact that Leona has clearly warmed to us, given that he's actually using our name these days. instead of calling us herbivore. I appreciate it. My date with Jack and Leona is over. No! But you never know what that fuzzball is going to do next. You better find another group and fast. See you guys around. Bye, guys. We'll see them again in a bit. Possibly with different tales. We get to see everyone again at 1 PM at this show, right? Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Where was it you wanted to go, Jack? Oh, I was thinking. You know what I was thinking? Jack's little ribbony things aren't aren't free-flowing like everyone else's. They're actually attached to his back. That must be annoying. Well, well, if it isn't our illustrious Night Raven College students. Are you enjoying your time in Playful Land? Oh hey, it's Ernesto and Gino. Yeah, we're all having a blast together. We just finished the seafloor stroll and we're just talking about where to go next. Indeed. In that case, there's something not too far from here I'd like to recommend, if I may be so bold. Oh, if you've got a wreck, I'd love to check it out. You guys are okay with that, right? Sure, we've got plenty of time. And if it's close by, all the better. Let's see what it is. Suit yourselves. This is something you'll only find here in Playful Land. I'm sure you'll love it. Right this way, scholars. Come along, Gino. We should be there shortly. Already? Wow, it really was close by. What I wanted to show you is this. Carousel. It's got horses and it's got Cleo and Figaro and Jiminy. Is this a carousel? Correct. It's called the Endless Carousel. That sounds like a bad idea. Oh, I bet kids love those adorable mechanical horses. Huh? It's not just horses. I see a bunch of other creatures too. A goldfish. A cat. Is that a grasshopper? No, wait. A cricket. Those are some odd choices for carousel animals. You'd think that, wouldn't you? But these animals are quite popular here in Playful Land. Can any of you guess the connection? Well, yes, they're all characters from Wish Upon a Star. Let's see. Goldfish, cat, cricket. Oh, I've got it! They all show up at some point in Wish Upon a Star, don't they? Correct! And that's why you're the scholar. Bravo! Brilliant! You're an absolute genius. And I was gesturing with my hands too much while I was doing that and knocked my headphones off. It's exactly as you say. These animals are inspired by characters that appear in Wish Upon a Star. The goldfish and the cat are the old Toymaker's family, and it's said the cricket was the wooden puppet's mentor. That's right. Jamil hates bugs, so you should have seen the look on his face as a kid when he read that the mentor was a cricket. Crickets can't teach people anything. He'd always skip the pages that had the cricket on them. Ah. This is why you can't describe what a conscience is either, Callum. Wow, who knew a guy as composed as Jamil could have been such a cute kid? Yep, that takes me back. Seriously, Jamil, Jiminy doesn't even look like a bug, really. The Endless Carousel is universally beloved among our patrons. I thought that as fans of the original Wish Upon a Star, you might enjoy it. Come along now, all aboard! Leona and Jack are definitely too tall for this, right? What? Are you telling me I've got to get on this ridiculous ride with these people? Going on a carousel at our age is definitely kind of awkward. Jack! Carousels are great! As long as they're not kid-sized. Oh, come on, we should all ride together. It'll be something to remember. I'm sure you'll love it. In fact, I give it the honest Ernesto guarantee.
Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me enough to ride on that.
I don't know, Leona. Callum has a lot of money. Sliding aside of it. Why is Jack so low down? And here I am, riding it anyway. Thought I let myself get dragged into this. I'm not sure how I did either. Not to mention I'm the biggest guy here. Why am I riding the tiny cricket? Ah, the cricket. I'm just imagining him with his knees way up. Oh, you all look fabulous. Simply darling. There we go! I was waiting for the photos because this group hadn't had any yet. Don't worry, I'll take lots of pictures on Callum's smartphone. Go on, Gino, get some video on Jack's phone. How did you convince Jack to hand over his phone for this? Thanks, guys. I'll make sure to post all this stuff on Musicom later. Oh, Callum. Not if I delete it all first. The endless carousel isn't over yet. Not by a long shot. Enjoy the ride. Well, yeah, it probably isn't called the endless carousel for nothing. Now no one can call for help. Oh no, they stole the phones. Alright, last part. That carousel sure felt like it was never gonna end alright. Can't believe I let myself get talked into going on a kiddie ride. I got so many good pics out of that. I'll make sure to send them all to you guys later.
Delete them right now.
What's next on the agenda, gentlemen? Well, I was looking at the map and thinking I'd like to check out this brawling bungalow. So that's where you wanted to visit. What a tough-sounding name. Ah, the brawling bungalow. I can't think of anywhere more perfect for you to go. Allow me to take you there right this way. Is that a slide? Hey, that's a tent, not a bungalow. I won't be getting Jack on the bug pictures, no. Honestly, I want to see all of the group's photos. Oh, cool, this looks rad. That tent over there is the Brawlin' Bungalow. Inside it, rugged visitors like yourselves can put your strength to the test. Oh yeah? That sounds perfect for you, Jack. You'd totally come out on top. On top of what, exactly? No idea, but it doesn't matter because Jack can beat anyone and anything. Confidence. Here you will test your limits against machines. These machines gauge your strength with punches, kicks, mallet swings, and more. I mean, yes, a bungalow is specifically one floor. That is in fact true. There's a terrible joke I know about a bungalow. Do you know why they call it a bungalow? Because they ran out of bricks and just bunged a low roof on it. Compete for the high score. See, it spells it out right there on the signboard. Yep, it said on the map description that the puppets are equipped with specific instruments to measure all that stuff, and they keep records of the results. I did tell you it was a bad joke. Just so, there is also a fabulous prize for anyone who beats a certain score. Namely, 1/10 scale plushies of the puppets at the entrance. I don't think I want a plushie puppet. I don't want any plushies. But if Playful lands a travelling park, then that means there'll be records from challengers all over the world, right? I'd like to see how I measure up against them. Hello, Heike. Glad to see you for the very end of this. And I'd like to see how you do, Leona. Oh yeah? You want to compete with me? You've got guts. My! A competition between Jack and Leona. This will be a fine contest indeed. You're sure to attract quite the crowd of onlookers. By all means, challenge one another to your heart's content. Don't worry about breaking the machines or anything either. Really? You're cool if it comes to that. Oh, in that case, no need to hold back. I'm gonna give this all I've got. Wow, everyone's getting super into this. It does look like a ton of fun, so count me in too. You should sit this one out. You don't exactly know how to throw a punch. If you hurt your hand, some people would never let me hear the end of it. Leona's just like, I do not want Jamil on my back. Oh, I disagree. Someone as bright and flashy as Callan could draw lots of attention. It would liven things up, guaranteed. What would you say to starting things off with some arm wrestling? I'll be the referee. Arm wrestling, huh? That sounds great. I bet I could beat Callum at arm wrestling. I could definitely beat Callum at arm wrestling. Leona and Jack, not a chance. But I could beat Callum at arm wrestling. I guess that's less hazardous than a novice trying to smack down with a hardened machine. Okay, let's get in there and get wrestling. I won't let either of you guys win, you know. You are gonna lose so badly, Callum. Yeah. Tell you what. Since you're all motivated, I'll wrestle you with just my forefinger. Something funny, Jack? Oh, I was just thinking that, despite everything, you're having a good time here after all. Yeah, okay, I might have to outwit him. Nah, I still think I could outstrength him. Excuse you. In what world do I seem like I'm enjoying myself? I mean, your usual reaction to stuff like this was to be all like, what a pain, this stinks, I don't wanna, I'm taking a nap. Or whatever. Yeah, this is quite impressive. Leona is doing his job. Oh, you're right. You're right. If I win too easily against Callum and slam his hand into the table, Jamil is going to be mad at me. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Oh no. I would like a pillow as an accessory. Is that seriously what you think I sound like? That's Leona to a T. Yeah, see? But you haven't said anything like that today. That means you're not totally opposed to being here, right? It's not like that. Oh, wait. Maybe it is. You can wipe that stupid grin off your face. You've got no room to talk, Jack. Normally you'd be going, I'll be fine by myself. I'm not going to follow the herd. But here you are, humouring Callum and letting him dictate your pace without a word of complaint. If anything, you seem like you're enjoying the park as much as a dog who loves walkies. What? I am not. I mean... I am so pleased to see you all having fun here. Amusement parks are meant to make everyone's spirits soar, no matter who they are. Yeah, everywhere you look there's something awesome to see or do. This park is the best. Yes. Tsundere time. Indeed. Tsundere wolf time. But honestly, I don't even need all the rides and stuff. I've been having tons of fun just standing around waiting in line. I guess that's because I'm with my friends. And the looks on these faces are like, who said we were friends? Huh? What's wrong, Leona? You've got a funny look on your face. Did you swallow something gross? And your shoulders are all slumped, Jack. Are you tired from all the walking? Should we find a bench and rest for a bit? I'm feeling all the fight drain out of me just looking at your oblivious face. My, perhaps this means Callum actually wins the test of strength. The test of strength of heart, for sure. That boy's all heart. And we are done with the story. So let's just go grab that Jack.
おすすめグルメ
Oh, it's it. Yeah, so they're tied up right in the small of his back, huh?
まさか幻の遊園地で遊べるとは思わなかった。しかも学園の連中と一緒とはな。
Hey. And with that, we're done. So, yes, I do need to finish the missions, that's true. I need to do some more, some more of the gathering battles. Because I keep forgetting to do those. Anyway, yes, thank you very much for coming. It's been fun. If you're new here and you've enjoyed your time, please consider subscribing to the channel. You can also follow me on social media, that's linked in the description box. The streaming schedule is both over on social media and over here on YouTube in the community tab, and the next scheduled stream is Friday, 7 PM. And that is actually some more Twisted Wonderland fun, but not in the game, with cards. Because I just received today my order of the White Schwartz Blau half-deck packs for Twisted Wonderland. They've got the art from this event and from Glowmass. So I'm looking forward to opening those, and specifically opening them with you guys. So, hope to see you then, or another time. Once again, thanks for coming, and this is Kalla signing out. See ya! Bye bye!